Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm going to try to narrate this and explain how I do my attacking. Let's see. We're going to start with the C2T because I think we have, yeah, 2 camps there and 1 camp there. So our attrition is reduced by 75%. So let's see. Let's go into attack. Okay, so I have 2 ranged units, 2 heavies, 2 light units, and 2 cavalry. So I'm going to pick, for this configuration, a heavy and all of my rogues. Because when one of the rogues gets hit, it'll turn into one of the heavies. So it basically gives you an extra shield, I guess you could call it. The reason I'm picking the heavy is because he's good at attacking the light units and the cavalry units, and he's, my attack bonus is way higher than theirs right now, so he's pretty much even but better than the other heavies, and he's not so great against the range units, but that's okay. So let's see what happens. We'll just do auto battle. Okay, so I didn't lose anybody. Let's go again. Alright, so any kind of artillery or ranged unit is good against your heavy units. So I'm gonna see, let's see, go over here. This is probably my least favorite configuration to fight, and I'll go back to that. But also this reset here doesn't have as much support from the camps, so I'm gonna try. Wait, we don't have an active target there, so I'm gonna go back here and try to do this fight. So the best thing I can do is to counter these artillery units and the range units with a light unit, because you could see that, well, he has a bonus against that little arrow there pointing to the right where it says attack bonus. He's good against range units, or fast units, whatever you want to call them, but he's also pretty good against the yeah, I didn't mean range units, the fast units. But these guys, if you can see, they're good against, see that the breastplate that's under attack bonus? That means he's good against heavies. This guy's good against heavies, so I'm not going to use my heavy, which would be my grenadier. I'm going to use my my light unit. I could probably, well, I could use my my fast unit, but this guy's good against fast units. See that? See how when I look at over here, I can choose my different types of units. So I choose my fast unit, little arrow, that matches the little arrow here, so it's saying that he's good against this. So the best thing to do in this case is to choose the light unit. So I'll throw another rogue in there, see what happens. Okay, so I didn't lose anybody again. Let's see what we got next. Alright, so this case, I'm going to use a ranged unit because they're good against the heavy units. See, if I click on that, there's a little breastplate down there under his attack bonus, and he also has a defense bonus against the heavies. And it's always like not a bad idea to attack similar units. So if I'm putting my my ranged guy against his ranged guy, that's not so bad. So let's see what happens. So I killed all of them, and I didn't lose anybody. And my attrition has only moved up 1, and I think I put 4 or 5 attacks in. 3, 4, 5 attacks in. Okay. So, alright. So, what do you think I should choose here? I could choose a heavy, but I think I'm going to choose a ranged unit because the majority of the guys here are the heavies. So I'm going to go with that. Although I could also try using artillery. Artillery is the one that I don't really understand yet, but let's see what happens. Okay, so I lost a rogue there. I probably wouldn't have lost one with one of my riflemen, but I produce like 8 rogues a day, so it's not a huge deal if I lose just one of them. Okay, so we're gonna look at this. This is perfect. It's the same exact configuration. So let's see what happens if we do it with a ranged unit. Put the rogues there. And an important thing to do is while you're scrolling through, it's good to click on these buttons sort of as a shortcut instead of this button here puts everybody in the same line or row. This is faster. Like I can just go to my heavies, or I can just go to my ranged. So let's see what happens. We'll do the auto battle with the same configuration, and there we go. So in that case, we know, yep, these ranged units are better than using the artillery for that configuration. Okay, this one here, I kind of go back and forth with picking either light units, because the light units are good against the the fast units, these guys. But let's see, the heavy units are good against ranged, but I think they're also good against the artillery units. I don't think it really says if anybody's good against artillery. Yeah, it doesn't really say that, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily true. So anyway, I'm gonna try a light unit. And see how that goes. That was definitely the thing to do because I hardly got hurt at all. Okay, good. Alright. And as you see, our points are at 112 over 160. You can look back and see what they were when I started. But if I was negotiating, I'd be moving a lot slower. I'm also giving commentary here. So see that boom, boom, boom. Those numbers are moving up. So if I'm fighting, I can put more encounters in. Okay, here's this configuration again. So I'm gonna go with the heavy. Okay. And my attrition's at 3 now. It's not that much higher, but it's getting a little bit more difficult. So you can see that the enemy's attack and defense is at 6%. When we first started, it was at 0. So let's try putting a light against these guys. And I always try to, even if I have one block of red on one of my, meaning like one of my guys even got a little bit hurt, I'll still replace him. Okay, I lost my ranger. And then I can say, I wonder what would happen if I used a cavalry unit against that. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so here's this. Well, what do I do here? I have 5 heavy units. So most of the guys here are heavy, so I'm going to put one of my ranged guys up here. I lost a rogue. Okay, so I've lost 2 rogues so far. Oh, there's that configuration again. Another rogue up there. And that time I didn't lose a rogue, doing the same exact thing. Okay, we're gonna stick with the same thing here. For this configuration. I lost another rogue, okay. Alright. This one is probably going to be a little tough, but since my light units are good against, I should say they're best against the cavalry units, the fast units. They're pretty good against the artillery, and you know it's even against their own units. So let's see what happens. Here we go. On that one. Okay, this is a little tougher because you have the ranged and the artillery, but the lights are still pretty good against both of those types. All of these types of units. These are actually the 3 types of units that they're the best against, I would say. So, let's see. Yep. Won that one without losing anything. There we go. We're at 137. So people are hot for that low attrition. Okay, this is a tough one. What do I do here? I can't really use lights because, well, I could use lights. I guess lights would be the thing to do, but their heavies are good against my lights. I could try using artillery. See how that goes. But I've had bad luck with using all artillery and like wiping out all of my rogues. So let's see. So since there's 2, no, there's so too many heavies. I feel like using my light unit isn't the thing to do. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to use 2 because there's 2 rounds. Because if I lose both of my artillery in the first round, I can't fight with just rogues. They will just get obliterated. Because in the second round, they don't have any unit to clone themselves from, if that makes sense. So let's see what happens. Oh, okay. Maybe that was a smart thing to do. So, looks like I didn't lose anybody. So like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the artillery units are the ones I understand the least. So here's this one again. So again, we have cavalry, which gets beaten up by light. Artillery, which gets beaten up by light, and a tie with the other light units. So let's go here. One thing you really don't want to do is you want to try to keep your ranged units, these guys, and your artillery units away from their mounted units. There we go. Okay, this is a fun one. This is great. I'm gonna obliterate them. But I throw a heavy in there because heavies kill the light guys, and they do pretty damn well against the cavalry. So there you go. I mean, you see that one, and you're like, "There's no way I'm gonna lose, even if I have 30 attrition." Okay. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and see what happens if I throw, even though these lights are good against my mounted units, my fast units. I'm gonna see how they do. So this here. I'll throw a champion in there, see what happens. No, I don't want to put a champion, I'll put a dragoon. So, here we go. Yeah. There you go. Okay, there's this one again. What did we do here? This is light. Because we beat this guy, and we're even against this guy. Okay, good. And anytime, again, like, if you're not sure what the matchups are, then hey.
You sleep? What's up?
I can't sleep. Okay.
What?
I'm just doing commentary on something. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna say that we give the cavalry a chance here, because they're better against these heavy units and they're good against both of these guys. And again, I have 2 rounds, so I'm gonna put 2. Oh, and on the second round, there's more fast units, so they are even. Okay, so there we go. Okay, we lost a dragoon. Too bad, but not bad. I'm making a video for Alex. Okay, so is this the same? I think this is the same thing. So we're gonna do this. Put 2 of these guys in. And now we lost another dragoon. That's okay. Alright. So we have all of these heavies. So it would be better if they showed what the units were weak against, but I guess they don't show that. There's not enough room for that. But we do know that this guy's good against heavies. We're gonna throw him in there. I always go back and forth on this one. Let's see what happens. I hate this configuration. When we shoot them, cannon is at all of them. Okay, so I lost 2 rogues. There's probably a better thing to do there. I just don't know what it is. That lineup for range is something I just don't know what to do with. Okay, there's this one again, so we're gonna go light. Good, didn't lose anybody that time. Our buddies are doing well on this territory. We got 156 out of 160. So we're gonna go here and add this guy. Okay. Lost nothing. Attrition's at 7. Okay. This. Which we're gonna go. Thinking I'm gonna go cavalry here. Cavalry. Or fast units. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that was the thing to do. Okay. This here. This I usually go heavy with. Like it's kind of one of each thing. So I'm gonna put 2 because I have 2 rounds. Let's see. Okay, nothing and nothing. Good. One more. Okay, let's see if we can squeeze it in here and do it fast. Put him in there. Put them in there. Okay. So there's no way I would have squeezed a negotiation in with 1 point left to take that tile, right? So I could send you another video of me. Let's see what happens if I just kind of go at my normal speed, and you can see it, just how much faster it moves than negotiating. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm losing some rows. My attrition's going up, but I only have one spot. I don't like this configuration, but I'll do it anyway. Always put 2 when you have 2 rounds. I know I keep saying that, but it can't be overstated. Okay, lost a rogue. That's fine. I mean, I produce 8 rogues a day. If I lose 8 rogues a day, then, that's fine. So, then there's this one again. See how my rogues are like, I'll have 2 notches away from them. I'll do 1 more, and then I'll say, you know what? Unless I get a really good matchup. Like, see, I don't want to fight that, so I'm gonna go to negotiating. So let's see. All right, of course I start with 6. So let's see how long this takes. Okay, I'm not gonna use diamonds. All right. Oh, gotta start again. I'm not even. I gotta start again. I'm not even gonna waste my stuff. Okay. This might be good. Okay, 2 choices. Oh, sucks. That one makes me want to beat my head against the wall. I had 50-50 chance, and I got it wrong, so I gotta start again. And during this whole process, I am bleeding out my goods. Finally. Okay. Alright. So, wow, that's awesome. I got diamonds on that one. But I also only put 1 encounter in. I probably could have done anywhere between 2 and 4 attacks in that time, I think. You know? So here's another quick one. Should be. Or an easy one, rather. Alright, good. Alright. Okay. Why not? Good. I should give you commentary on negotiating too. So I always just go down the line, however they're lined up when you start. I just put them in that way. We got brass, gunpowder. So yeah, of course I'm gonna put them there. And then what do I pick here? Well, I already have brass and gunpowder down, so I always pick whatever resource isn't already on the table, because I think there's more of a likelihood for there to be unique goods, or like close to 1 of each. So I'm not going to put brass down because there's a brass over here, right? there's a gunpowder over here. So I'm going to pick basalt or silk. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. So I see the left and the right can't have brass. So the brass has got to go here. The gunpowder's got to go right. And I'm only left with silk. 5 musketeers. Cool. Alright, let's see. Negotiate. Go down the line. Okay. Similar to last time. This. Throw coffee in there. Okay, cool. So I can see that the wire's got to go here. I call it... Is it wire? Yeah. I used to call it springs. Because, duh, it looks like a spring. So, and the coffee's got to go here, and the porcelain's got to go here. Okay. Paper, wires, and again, I already have paper and wires down, so I'll throw a coffee. Okay. I would say I already have paper, so I'll try porcelain. And it didn't work. And that's why I hate negotiating now. Because once you get into attacking, I mean, you're losing troops, but I don't know, for some reason, like, losing troops doesn't make me angry like losing when you're down to just the whole negotiation comes down to just one 50-50 choice and you lose. Like the number of times that I've almost thrown my phone across the room, I can't even tell you, especially if it's a 6 good choice. Okay, here we go. So I know my we got gunpowder over on the right, and then gunpowder in the middle, so it's got to go there. Brass has got to go under the talc, and talc's got to go here. 5 grenadiers. So this is how I get all of my unattached units, or all my units other than rogues, is through through GBG. And then, that's why I only use one of them at a time and 7 rogues, because the units are more valuable to me because I can't replace them through my city. I have to replace them randomly through GBG, which is it's kind of like the impetus to fight perpetuates itself, because you want to put more encounters in, because then you have more of a likelihood of getting more rewards, and part of those rewards can be more troops, if that makes sense. Okay, so what do we got here? I mean, I think you're pretty good at negotiating, so I don't have to watch this all day. So you can cut it out whenever you want, or you can just listen to me ramble. I don't even know if this damn thing's recording. I could be doing this whole thing for nothing. I've never done it with audio before. Although I did try testing it out. So I got, this is always a good lineup. Paper's got to go there. Silk's got to go there. Talc's got to go there. Alright. This is good. I usually get I swear 80% 6 good negotiations. And every time one of those comes up, it's like, oh, this motherfucker. God damn it. Okay, so alright, so I know I got a brass here because I have 2 yellows on the left. The hardest one to figure out is going to be the one in the middle, because it's 2 reds, because that means there's going to be 2 choices. And then there's this. So I only have supplies there. So what goes here? I go back and forth with my theory on this. You could say, well, I'm going to go with the cheaper option, not waste as many goods, and go for the supplies. But I feel like the game is assuming you're going to do that, and there's more of a likelihood that they're going to want goods because it's more costly, and it's, again, it's counterintuitive for you. Or it's not really counterintuitive, it's just like, you're not wanting to send, you want to spend as little goods as possible, so you're going to probably pick the coins or the supplies. But I'll try and see what happens. There goes my fucking theory. Okay, so that didn't work out. See, I always think that Inno is some nefarious sort of organization that is trying to make even more money off of us than they already are. But I'm sure a lot of this shit is more random than. Here's the same exact thing. Okay, let's try it again. Motherfucker. Okay. See, this is why negotiating drives me so goddamn crazy. So just this here, and then once I have everything, if I don't know what to put down, I'll put down the one that I have the most of. So that's talc, 2260. All right. Oh, cool. All right, I'll just swap these. Okay, my attrition's at, god damn it, attrition's at 19. Alright. Okay, promising. This and this. Son of a bitch. Nope, not even gonna try, because I got 3 here. There's no way. The odds of me getting that are definitely some number that's not good. Okay, so that was, okay, so I had one attempt. Let's count them. One attempt. Okay, now that goes there. Okay. This is another strategy that I use, if you want to call it, that only I kind of make up, is, okay, I know that there's supplies, right? I know that the, gunpowder's here. The supplies either have to go right or left. I'm gonna put the supplies where there's 3 choices. And I figured out the math on that before of why that makes sense for probability, but I'm gonna put that there because the one thing I know is gonna go with in the option where it's least likely. Where there's 3 choices, and then I'm tired of shit. The nurse didn't come last night, so I was up a lot. All right, so then I'm gonna pick this here because it's unique from these 3 choices, and let's just see what happens. And then that doesn't fucking work. So that's 2 times. Okay. All right. Nope. Not even gonna bother. This is my third try. I've already lost count because I'm mad. Okay. This. Why not? Probably not gonna get it, but I'll do it anyway. So again, I know that I have this gunpowder I have to get rid of, so I'm going to try it over here with the one that has 3 choices, and then just do 50-50 here, and go with the talc and see what happens. And I was wrong again. Now I'm on my 4th choice. Okay, this is good. I got 3 out. No, 2. 2 that I know aren't going to be there. And this, and whatever this. Nope. Let's go with the 5th one. this goes here, this goes here, and this goes here. Okay. Fudge points? How's the German guy say it? Fudge points? Okay. And you know, sometimes, like, I swear I'll get like 3 or 4, 6 good negotiations in a row, and then like 1 5 or 4, and then another 3 or 4 6, and then a 4, and then 3 6s, and then 2 5s, and then 4 6s. Like, oh my god, they really love to throw 6s at me. Okay. So at this point, oh, this is, you love this, right? When it's just a matter of process of elimination. That's why those 4s are so great. So if you look at my attrition's now 22, and if I went to attack, let's try to see. Now you see that their attack and defense is at 117, which is, I could still fight them, but I'm gonna lose more troops. So, hello 6, fucker. So, alright, talc, and then you probably do this anyway, but you know, if I have 6, then when I get here, of course the last thing I'm going to put down is the supplies, because I didn't get a chance to put that down because there's only 5 slots in the first round, so then I'm going to put that one down. Okay, now which one do you pick? I'll just try the one that I have the most of. Oh, look at that! 1 in 3 chance didn't work. But anyway, I'm not going to keep going with this negotiation. I'll do more negotiations later when we have a reset spot. Oh, we have a reset spot. There we go. Alright. This. Okay, so my theory about picking the good instead of the supply or coin has been 0 for 3. And then I'm going to say, that's a bad strategy, Eli. Let's go and choose the coins. And then what happens? I'm not even going to say it. Alright, so that goes there. This another. Oh, this just makes me feel good. This has to go here, and then we know that goes there. Oh god, how excited do you get when there's 4? But I swear I've lost. Oops, I've lost 5 or 6 4s in a row before. Okay, guy goes there, there, there. Alright. This. Woohoo! Second try. Alright. Sounds like bath salts. Okay, this one. Okay, this. This. Oh god, I feel like I always get this wrong. Here's another theory that I have. I know that silk is going to be here. So feel like it kind of makes sense to put. It doesn't make sense. I feel like it makes sense to put two silks down because you know that one of them is going to be silk, right? Or I could put basalt and silk down, right? Sorry, brass and silk down. But they could both be wrong. So I know that one of them has to be. Let's see what happens. There you go. Got it right. Okay. Oh God. Good. I'm gonna have to punch something. I have to go beat one of my children. Okay. No. I'll be right back. Just kidding. Okay. 3. Of course. I should have checked here to see if there's 4. No. 6. There's 6s. Alright. And as I'm doing this, what I'm feeling is frustration. I like negotiating as the challenge of it, and just I just think it's something fun to do. Of course, I got that backwards. The thing that drives me nuts is all these goods that I'm wasting, especially up now. I'm losing 5 every go, right? 5 per spot as my attrition goes up. But even when it's low, it's still, if you're fighting a low or no attrition, or negotiating a low or no attrition spot, you're still losing, you're still losing goods, but you're not going to be losing troops, probably. And again, this is when you've built your attack and defense up a little bit higher. Don't you love this? I didn't get any of them right, or none of them were red, and I'm dealing with 4 goods. Okay. So my goods are still at 4 a pop, 5 a pop. But I have a good amount of goods. Okay. Okay, 27. Attrition's not going up all the time. Alright. So I have 6 here. 6 here. But I'm going to go with this one because it's a lower age goods, and they're half as valuable as my colonial. Gotta give up. Because, I have diamonds that I've been saving up for ever. I get some maybe every other event. But I really don't want to, and then I hope to get some cool shit for the Halloween event. But I really don't like to use them for negotiating. Because just anything like out of spite, son of a bitch. But sometimes I get so mad like that. If I have six good negotiation, and it comes down to a 50-50 at the end, I might just say, screw it, and maybe if I'm on like my 8th go at it, at the same negotiation, I might just, this is actually not a bad setup, because I know that at least I'm dealing with 5, and, you know, I know the 5 that I'm dealing with here. Yes, tired, sorry. Okay, Jesus fucking, what are the chances? Chances are not good, but it still happens. Alright, I know that goes there. I'll put the silk over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I could say, yeah, my system works, or no, that was just fucking random. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so we got 5 over here. Okay. I'm gonna be done in a minute if you're still here. Okay. Huh, look at that. Yeah, okay. Okay. This might be my last one. But yeah, I know that I keep saying it over and over again, but I think that time is really the biggest thing that fighting gives you. Okay, so let's check out. So I'm gonna stop at 29. Usually stop at 29. I usually go to around 20 with my attacking, unless I'm at like 18 or 19, and the only options that I have are like really hard configurations to fight against, and then I'll start negotiating in 18 or 19. But let's go back and see. So I got 100 FPs. That's pretty good. I got all of my goods here to be collected. I love my city right now. Put like 4 hours into putting this thing, moving this shit around. Alright, I'm almost at level 10 for my blue galaxy, so I'm just gonna throw them all. Wait, no, I'm gonna make sure. Go to my recurring quests. Pull up the Raya. Okay. Put 53 on here because that's what gets me this. Of course, I get a blueprint for the lighthouse, which I don't even have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Okay. And then I'm gonna put the rest of them on here. So then I only need like 7, 5 to get another quest fulfilled. Okay. 17 fragments. This 47 forge points is from the investment that I made. Okay. There's you. Alright. Okay. So that's my tutorial on fighting and a little bit of commentary on negotiating. And it'll be better when we're sitting next to each other, but I thought this would be a fun thing for you to have. I'm gonna try to load it up on YouTube because there's no way that'll fit if I try to send it to you. All right, man. Have a good day. See ya.